analysis, perpetrator analysis, risk testing, quantifying the risk, securing the risk, software protection, password controls, and recovery management. So disaster occurs and needs to be identified. Disaster recovery plan is needed to minimize disruption when disaster did occur. So this is why we're doing this as our main project for this course, because it's very important in areas of cybersecurity specifically. So the ransomware attacks on Hamilton city government and also Hamilton Health Sciences have just been very disruptive to those organizations. And if there was proper disaster recovery plans in place for data backups and ensuring that we're protected from ransomware, and also we have backups in place if ransomware takes the data, that could have prevented a lot of problems that could have happened. So we could have potentially created a plan where we backed up all of the data on external hard drives and or cloud servers in order to prevent the data being lost. Risk assessment, we need to identify potential risks, analyze potential impact and likelihood of them. Business impact analysis is created to quantify the impact of a disaster, financial such non-financial. So suggest 3 potential hazards that might occur on an IT project. So we got ransomware, viruses, and malware so far. And then I'll check your response, Anthony. Thanks for responding here. Backdoor, security risk, phishing. Yeah, so those are also other good ones that we can defend against. By a lot of it, we can do a lot of how we can defend against these things is proper antivirus software, VPNs, anti-malware software, also education. I know this Mohawk College and other colleges, they're doing a lot of phishing training where they give us very good tips as the semester goes on and how to prevent phishing. So I received a really good email with a lot of great tips. So like always follow company policies for wire transfers, be skeptical of new connections, examine every email and look for warning signs of a phish, guard your credentials. No reputable company will ask for your password over email. Verify the sender with a quick phone call or chat if anything looks suspicious. You should file a report and include many details if possible if you're getting hacked. Some warning signs of phishing attack are: it comes from an unknown sender, it solicits sensitive information like your password, it prompts you to open an attachment or click a link, it appeals to emotions such as urgency, fear, and desire, it contains unusual wording or spelling and grammar errors, it doesn't follow company policies. So those are the types of things you got to look for when you're trying to prevent phishing. So yeah, so some potential hazards in organization: loss of key personnel, natural disaster, fire, flood, malware, hacking, corruption of data, power cuts. So all those things could become big problems for your company. So you need to create a plan to guard against these things. So this is a chart they use in terms of determining the severity and frequency of something. So the red zone, it's from rare to regular frequency with very high severity, or as well it's from severity of low to very high and regular. So with that, you need to have a lot of plans in place, a lot of contingency plans in place to guard against issues like this. So antivirus, VPN, antivirus software, VPNs, anti-malware, etc. While the yellow zone, you still need protection, but not as much as the red zone. So like the VPNs, antivirus software, anti-malware, like a lot of like you still need protection, but not as much as the red zone. And then green zone, I'd still recommend protection, but it's not as urgent as the yellow and red zones. So the degree of protection you have in the red zone would be a lot higher than the yellow zone. And the degree of protection you have in the yellow zone would be a lot higher than the green zone. So it's good to look at where your organization ranks here. So I'll ask you here, where do you think Mohawk is in this chart?
No, it's in the yellow area.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's in the yellow area. That's a good that's a good yeah, I agree, Anthony. Yeah, that's a good estimate. I would agree it's in the yellow area. And they use Palo Alto Networks antivirus and a software to guard against the threats, and that's a very effective software. So they seem pretty protected. They are vulnerable, but not the highest extent vulnerable. What about like Hamilton Health Sciences and City of Hamilton? Where would they be? Yes, I would say red. It's they have a lot of personal data and they're very vulnerable. So your expertise could be very useful at the City of Hamilton and Hamilton Health Sciences. What I've told students in previous semesters is to email your resume and email the emergency response plan that you do in this class to people in the directories. So you check the directory for the City of Hamilton, Hamilton Health Sciences. So organizations like that need cybersecurity assistance, you can email your emergency response plan to them and your resume to potentially get a job because they need people like yourself to help them improve their cybersecurity because they're in the red zone. Yeah. Steps in risk analysis: identify hazards that might occur, identify the likelihood of the hazard, identify the impact to the project slash business. Risk equals likelihood times impact. Perpetrators, people who deliberately cause problems illegally, so e.g. hackers stealing or leaking business secrets, etc. So yeah, they constantly need people to guard against these hackers. So read the article about breaching customer info, lists the impacts that such a hazard leads to the company. So the image in the article, so the image here, feel free to read this. And the also I think is a Imran. Yeah, I put the code in the chat. So we got identity theft, credential fraud lawsuits. So all that information could lead to all of that. People could sue the company because they didn't keep protection of this data. Then loss of future trust in the company, loss of sales. Great points. Yeah, customer retention will become a problem now. So impacts the business, loss of revenue, penalty fees, cost of recovery, damage to the organization's reputation. Yes. Securing the risk, measures needed to protect against those risks based on the risk ranking identified. Impacts from loss of personnel can be reduced by required documentation procedures, have at least two people able to operate key component of the system. Recovery management, plans are needed for recovery from disaster, including restoration of backup, hardware replacement, software setup, replacement of key personnel, and emergency relocation. Required resources, people, data, etc., must be identified and planned. The time required for recovery is also planned. School fire evacuation plan is also a type of recovery management system to protect personnel. Identify what type of resources are included in planning of the fire evacuation plan. So we got evacuation routes, assembly points, emergency contacts, first aid kit, fire extinguishers, communications channels, fire hazard control, smoke alarms. And then we got, yeah, security as in the guards, alarm systems, fire alarm system testing. Excellent. Yeah, so yeah, that could be, you could do a school fire evacuation plan if you want for your project. It's up to you. You could do any sort of plan, but this is an example of what you can do. And then MRAN, security and testing. So yeah, that would be important as well. So recovery testing, disaster recovery plans also need to be tested to check if it works as planned. Especially data restoration should be tested periodically. E.g. backup data usually test. So organization slash people, information slash technology, partners, value stream slash process. Well done. So what is collectively critical to the effective and efficient facilitation of value in the form of products and services? So 4 dimensions. So which dimension considers how knowledge assets should be protected? So information technology. Which dimension includes an organization's relationship with other organizations? So partners and suppliers. Well done. What is a series of steps an organization takes to deliver products and services to consumers? So value stream. I would also accept process. Yeah, so if it was a test, I accept value stream and process. Which dimension includes a workflow management system?
No.
So service level management. Well done. Which products provide support for managing feedback, compliments, and complaints from users? So it is service request management. Well done. Hold on, Anthony. Good try, Imran. So, what is a means of enabling value co-creation by facilitating outcomes that customers want to achieve? So I would accept continual improvement and a service. I would say that both are correct. So on a test, I would also accept continual improvement. So what type of change is most likely to be managed by the service request management practice? So a standard change. Yeah. So which guiding principle recommends assessing the current state and deciding what can be removed? Start where you are. Well done, Anthony. Good try, Imran. So what is the reason for using a balanced bundle of service metrics? Provides an outcome-based view of services. What is a problem? The cause or potential cause of one or more incidents. Well done, everyone. Which value chain activity communicates the current status of all four dimensions of service management? The plan. Which is intended to help an organization adopt and adapt ITIL guidance. So I would accept three of the four here. So if it was a task, accept the guiding principles of service value. So practice is responsible for reducing the likelihood and impact of recurring incidents. Yeah, service level management, that's correct. So D, yes. What is the main goal of ITIL event management? Yeah, so I would say A and D I would accept. So to monitor and manage events throughout their life cycle and to ensure the compliance with service level agreements. Well done, Imran. Then which ITIL practice focuses on assessing and authorizing changes to minimize risk? So I'll just post the rest here. I'll check. So I would accept change. Yeah, change management is correct. Yeah, so change management. Good job, Anthony. Good try, Moran. So A. What is the key purpose of ITIL problem management? So yeah, to identify the root cause of incidents and prevent recurrence. Yes. So which component of ITIL ensures that new or changed services are correctly built and tested? Yes, B is correct. Yes. What is the primary role of ITIL access management? So to ensure only authorized users can access IT services, correct. Which ITIL practice ensures IT services are delivered upon agreed levels? Yes, A is correct. What is the primary function of ITIL business relationship management? A is correct. Yes. Which ITIL practice is responsible for ensuring that IT services remain aligned with business needs? So it will be D. Yeah, D. And then what does ITIL availability management focus on? Yes, is correct. A is correct. Ensuring IT services available at the agreed upon times. Yes. And then which ITIL process handles categorization and prioritization of incidents? C is correct. Yes. What is the role of ITIL financial management for IT services? Yeah, to track IT expenses investments. Good job. So what does ITIL capacity management focus on? Yes, ensuring IT infrastructure can handle current and future demands. Yes. Which which ITIL practice helps manage unexpected service failures? So it's B. So problem management deals with the causes of instance. So problem management is focused on the causes, while IT service continuity management is focused on unexpected service failures. So what is the primary purpose of the ITIL service catalog? Yes, A. To document available IT service and the details. Excellent. Which ITIL practice ensures customers receive constant and high quality IT support? So I would accept A and B. So A and B are correct. So IT support management and incident management. Yes, correct. And then what is the main role of ITIL demand management? Yes, so to forecast and control customer demand for services. Well done. What does ITIL service validation and testing ensure? Yeah, that services meet requirements before deployment. Excellent. What does ITIL release and deployment management focus on? Yeah, correct. Which ITIL practice tracks and monitors IT infrastructure components? So it accept A and C. So configuration management, service request management. Yeah. What does ITIL knowledge management ensure? Yeah, A, correct. That useful information is collected and shared. Yes. Which ITIL practice ensures cost-effective service delivery? Yeah, financial management. What does ITIL risk management focus on? Yes, identifying and mitigating IT risks. What is the goal of ITIL continuous service improvement? Yes, to enhance IT services over time. Then 25, what does ITIL service continuity management ensure? Yeah, A, yeah. So that service can be restored quickly after disruptions. What is the primary purpose of ITIL stakeholder management? Yeah, to build strong relationships with key stakeholders. Yes. And then what is ITIL swarming and incident management? So it's a collaborative approach to solving instance A. Yeah. And then what is the main objective of ITIL operational management? Yeah, so it ensures smooth daily operation of IT services. Which ITIL practice ensures that IT services are continuing